you guys, what is up? Welcome back. Today I have my best friend in the whole world here on my channel, Brittany. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
Brittany and I are here to do one of the episodes of my series, 5 Things You Didn't Know, but this edition is going to be a little different. This is 5 things you didn't know about a long distance friendship. So Brittany and I are going to talk about our friendship, how long we've been friends, how it became long distance, because it hasn't always been that way, the things that we had to learn, the things that we're doing now that literally maintain our friendship. So if you guys are interested, keep watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment for more videos like this. And here we go. So, hi.
Hi.
So Brittany and I have been friends for, is it 15 years this year?
15 years this year. So crazy.
Brittany, we were like babies.
I know. Oh my gosh. In drama class.
Drama class, 8th grade.
8th grade. Wow. We're getting old.
Like, I know. It's like 28, about to be 29. Like, we were 13, right?
Yes.
Brittany.
And we both moved to our middle school that same year, the same time. So we were both new.
Right. Oh my gosh. Remember when we had our lockers by each other?
Yes. Because our last names both start with the D.
So they always put us by each other? Oh.
Even through high school, right? Even through high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. It was that B hallway.
Right.
Remember the A, B, C?
I do. I do.
But we have literally been best friends since the 8th grade. And we've always lived 5 minutes from each other. Can you believe that whole time?
The whole time.
Like,
the whole time.
5 minutes. We always say over the bridge because there's literally a bridge.
Yeah.
Like, here's my house.
Bridge. Go over the bridge.
Yep, over the bridge. And when did you actually move? When was it? It was.
I moved. You mean for like middle school or just recently?
Recently.
Recently, it's been almost 2 years.
Oh my gosh! So we've been apart for almost.
In LA. I know. How crazy is that?
Makes me sad. But
we're always together though. Like we're apart, but we're always together. It feels like we're always together.
Well, we're always talking. So
yeah.
2 years ago, you moved from where I'm now in Illinois, in Chicago, to Los Angeles, and
in LA, sunny Southern California.
But you've been a California girl forever. I feel like
a long time. Yes, absolutely. I lived here when I was younger. I lived in Anaheim, and then we moved back to Chicago. But I always knew I was a California girl. Always knew it. So I am just back home.
Yeah. Back home. And then like here is like kind of like second home, kind of.
Yes.
Way.
You know, I'm also a Chicago girl. Like I love all things Chicago, so I do miss it. But I try to come back as often as possible. So you know that.
And because I just saw you like 2 weeks ago. We were just together. But I feel like when it first kind of hit us, there was a lot of change that we went through. So I feel like the first thing that anyone needs to know is like, you're gonna have to adjust. And it's gonna be kind of hard at first, you know?
Yeah.
Especially for like the person that didn't move. Everything stayed the same for me. But like everything changed for you, like time zone and location and I mean literally everything. So it was like hard to, I don't know, like kind of remember that like, oh yeah, things change, so things are gonna be different, you know?
Yeah.
So like
absolutely.
I feel like that's the first thing, like adjustment to change. And I feel like it took like a couple months for us to get into a groove, didn't it?
It did. It was strange because it kind of felt like, I mean, we're used to me going on really long vacations. Like I'm someone who can vacation for a whole month. So once we got to like the 4-month mark, I feel like that's when it really settled in that we were living apart pretty much, you know? So that it did take a while because again, you know, I was always traveling and I was gone for months at a time sometimes, but one was like permanent and all my stuff was moving and just like my everyday was changing. And then the time change, everything just played into the fact this is real and I actually moved and it's just new and fresh and welcome to the new year.
Seriously, you're right. Like you had the times that you were away for a while and like we got so used to that and like but you'd always like come back. I think then what hit for us, like you weren't coming back right away. So it was like, oh wait, this is like not a vacation. Like, this is
right.
a new routine.
Real.
Yes. It's so real. I feel like too, because when we were here, it was like sometimes we wouldn't see each other for a couple months anyway, just because like things were busy. But like we knew, once the holidays come around, we're gonna be together. But
right,
that,
exactly.
not knowing what was gonna happen, I feel like that was a big adjustment until we like figured out, when we
it's a little
each other.
than we thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Time, like when am I gonna see her again? But
yeah. One of the other things I feel like that was something that we had to learn about with like maintaining our friendship was the time change. Are you 2 hours ahead of me or behind me?
I'm 2 hours behind you.
Okay. So if it's 3:52 p.m. here in Chicago, so that would mean it's 1:52 by you.
Exactly. Yes. I know.
So
Isn't
weird.
it crazy? It is so weird. I think that was something that we definitely had to adjust to because we're so used to being on the phone or like, FaceTiming, Snapchatting in person and just it's right away. But you're like, it's dark here and it's sunny where you are. So it's just so different. Like our working schedules too. That's something that we had to figure out. But I think we did good.
We're doing great now. It's so funny because now the times that like we were calling each other, like when you were here, it made sense to what we were doing when you were here. Like you used to call me on your way to work and I was on my way to work and things like that. Now when I call you when I'm like driving home, like you're just coming home from your daily activities or whatever. Like it was so like weird sometimes to be like, oh my gosh, it's like 8:30 at night and I'm going home to go to bed, but like Brittany's having dinner right now.
It's so strange. It's so strange.
It is. And sometimes we forget. Like I texted you this morning and I got up at like 7:30 and I was like, oh my gosh, it's 5:30 there and I just texted her.
And I'll roll over. I'm like, Sabrina, it's too early. Like, what's happening?
Now I feel like we have it really down packed now. It's just
a rhythm.
Yeah, a rhythm, and it definitely, And I really like how we're using our routine. Like we use Snapchat a lot now,
Thank God for that. You know what? And then we were like, well, now I have to like talk. And sometimes I know I send you snaps when you're in bed at like 2, it's like 2 a.m. here and you're like getting ready to get up for the day or whatever. And I'm sending you snaps, but I'm like, I have things to say. So thank God for technology. Thank God for platforms like Snapchat and Insta Story or like our voice memos that we leave. So I love it. I love that we have all of these at our hands because, we always need to communicate. Sometimes at the most crazy times, and we both know that.
Well, and too, like on those times that like when we weren't able to just pick up the phone, like you said, we found ways to communicate and we knew like, oh, you're going to hear from, one or the other a few hours later.
Exactly.
And having those video messages go back and forth, it's almost like we're FaceTiming when we can't actually FaceTime.
Right. Exactly. It's perfect. I love it.
Really is. And you started
social media thrives. Like social media definitely thrives when, you have situations like this. I can only imagine like people who have kids that are like across the country for college. It's so helpful for them too. So I think it works in general for long distance. I think it's perfect.
Oh yeah. If someone came to us and was like, how do you still communicate with your best friend if they live on the other side of the country and they're waking up and you're already at work? Use social media. Like we all have smartphones.
Yeah. And you know what? I never really thought until this very moment we could even send videos, like we could record videos or whatever and send that. But we have so many things at our fingertips, like Snapchat. I know we love that the most. It's just quick and easy. But I know personally, I love waking up to your Snapchats and then like I feel like, and you go to bed to mine. So it's just like we have such a good schedule to where I feel like we're not really missing a beat, So I'm like so happy about those platforms. And that's definitely, I know what we would tell other people distant from family or living on the opposite end of the country for college or even just best friends in general, like just utilize their social media. You just feel like you're not missing a beat with your friend. So
exactly. And that honestly, I feel like that even brought us closer together, even like as we're getting older.
Yeah.
Because like, I mean, what, like I would say maybe like 5 years ago, we were less busy, even both living here. Like we weren't working as much. We had more time on our hands. We weren't in school and like all that stuff. And now like we're close to 30, like life is busy and we have responsibilities and we're like always going. So even if friends that are not long distance, like you said, just even best friends in general, if they're having like a hard time, like finding time to talk, like use Snapchat. And we even send like DMs back and forth of things that we see for each other on Instagram, and like
yes,
there's conversations there. I think even this morning, those bracelets that I sent you.
yes, we need those. We definitely need those. So placing an order today, you know.
Seriously, so like, you know, I'm so grateful that we live in a day of technology. Sometimes I know we both like want to throw our phones, but you know,
Right. It works.
It really does. You know, for as much as we love to talk to each other, like I just can't survive when I don't get to talk.
I know. Same. And like I love having the convenience of social media too at any time, because I know we love to go shopping at the same stores, and I'm so grateful that we have all the same stores with the exception of maybe a few like small boutiques or grocery stores, but I know that we send each other things, like if we're at the store, like when we go shopping, our little hauls that we send each other. It's a great way to stay connected, and I love social media for it.
It is. And you know, I love that you mentioned our hauls, because that's something that we even did before you moved.
Yes.
We've carried that tradition with you being moved. That's something that we like didn't lose, you know, that we kind of were always doing.
And I think that even like you were saying, as we gotten older, our schedules just became so different. So even when you were working and when you're working and when I'm working, we're working at different times. And sometimes I was doing like the night shift. So we started to use this as if we were long distance prior to me moving. So we had so much experience with doing it, and it's just been so helpful. You know, just keeping up with our daily hauls, or you know, even sometimes like look what I made, look what I cooked, or you know, just like look at my day, or I'm out and about, or just hey, just want to stop by and say hi. And it's different than waiting for someone to get off work and calling and having a conversation. It's nice that you're able to just kind of keep communication even when that person's at work, and there's a time difference. You know, like you're again missing a beat.
It's like only getting better. If there's something through Snapchat, sometimes if we want to like comment on something that the other person said, if we can't send a video right away, we can like text back or.
Right, exactly. And it's such a different experience than text messaging. I feel like we don't even text. Like we don't text other than to say, sorry, my snaps were like super long, like 30 minutes long. So I feel like it's such a different experience than like a phone call and a text message. Like I feel like it's actually, it has more weight to it. Like we're able to communicate much more using those platforms. So,
you know, I think too, like having those things that we share in common, like those things that we both have at home, like our little skincare diaries that we got.
Love those. Love that.
So Brittany and I, like we're both obsessed with like skincare and makeup.
Love skincare. And we have no choice because we both have problematic skin, but we're navigating and finding our way and journaling along the way. And so I know that's how we relate. Although we have different skin types, we're still able to say, hey, this is what works for me. And then using platforms like Snapchat, we can show each other, like, I know that's crazy, but like we do show each other, hey, like this is making an improvement. But we've always like related on that. We even ship the same dermatologist for like 2 months. You know, so that definitely is so helpful. I love that we have that and we're able to like share what works for us.
Oh yeah, and like that's something that, you know, finding that I mean, we didn't even know that would be something that we would still connect with even into our adult years, you know.
Exactly.
And having something fun that we could do together, like even though you're there and I'm here, like we could do these together and we could talk about them. Like, would you fill out your skincare diary today? How's your skin doing, girl? Oh my God, mine is so bad this week. Or like, mine is so good this week. We did that anyway, but like now we have like a little fun activity we can do together.
Yes, love those.
This is so fun. I love the stickers, don't you?
Oh my gosh, me too. Love them. Look at the little avocado. I love the avocado. It's like so cute.
This is by Glow Recipe, and you like get to write like about your skin and like how it's doing on a day-to-day basis, and you get to put stickers in it. And we just love notebooks anyway.
We do. We've always loved stationery. We've always been crazy about it. We're the girls that wrote in diaries. So, you know, it's just a transition from diary from your real life to like what's going on with my skin. And then I share that with like what's going on.
Like too, like when you come home, like we get to like look at them together, and you know, it's just like something to look forward to too. Right. So Brittany and I love to do things when Brittany does come to visit here. We love to do things that we've always done together when Brittany and one of the things is like go to TJ Maxx and just max out. So literally, when was it? It was like 2 weeks ago, right? When you were here,
Yeah.
we got a perfume to share.
Yes. Came together, and this is In Full Bloom Blush by Kate Spade.
And we saw these.
So cute.
And we both love roses and flowers, so like how perfect. Mine's like not reflecting weird. Yours looks good. But like it's got a little rose on top, and we love Kate Spade. We love perfume. We saw these, literally, Brittany was here a couple weeks ago, and we saw these in TJ Maxx, and we were like, we need these.
We need.
The last
and
one.
We like the same we like the same type of fragrances, but this one we both smelled and we're like, oh, this hits different. Like this is really, really special. And it's like perfect. And you think it's like, you know, Sabrina, I feel like for us, we love like seasonal decor and seasonal candles and stuff, but something like this is more spring, but I feel like it just works. I feel like it smells like our friendship. Like it's just a really fresh, pretty fragrance. So when I wear it, I think of you.
And then when I wear it, I think of you.
It's
so happy,
cute.
like, to know too that we share it together, like it's our thing.
Yes. And that's important, because that's kind of the type of traditions we've always had, is we love matching. We have matching handbags, we have many matching things, but that also makes like living apart better. You know, we're able to have little things. I know I look around my room and my beauty space and I see you everywhere because I have little things that you've given me when I come home, and you know, so we've always done cute little special things like that.
We have, and honest, I mean, me too. Like on my dresser, I have your macaroon that you got me with my Ariana Grande perfume, my little like, storage boxes that you got me, my acrylic makeup storage. Like anywhere in my room, I'm like, ready.
So I love that we do little things like that.
Me too. And like I always said, like we've gone from best friends to like sisterhood, you know?
Yes.
And even with us being apart, I feel like our friendship has grown so much, not only just like within our faith, but like our families are so close. Our families have been through a lot together.
Yes.
So like, being apart maybe was like not difficult at first, but it was an adjustment. Now I feel like, one, it's so normal, but like it has just strengthened our family's relationship, our relationship, like even my relationship I have with your sister, like it might be kind of different at first, but it really all works out if you like let it, you know?
Absolutely.
So like let's say 2 girls came up to us after this video and they were like, what do you do? Or like, what did you learn? What would you tell them with like moving from your best friend or moving away? What did you learn?
I learned that it was, you know, I know that I was really tough up until the very moment that I was leaving, and you remember I just kind of cried. But I think you have to live your life and you have to stay true to yourself, but your truest friends will always be there. And your connection, it takes effort and it takes work, but for us, we don't mind it because we love each other and we want to talk to each other every day. So you just make the adjustments accordingly, you know? So I feel like, I know we've struggled being apart, but I feel like we have done a really good job staying connected and keeping the traditions that we've had. And you fly here and then I fly there, but even when we're not together, it feels like we're gonna see each other in a few weeks. And it's all because of things like Snapchat and social media and just the cute little things that we do. So I would definitely tell the friends that it's gonna be an adjustment, but it's not something that is gonna tear you apart. It's gonna be difficult, but you're gonna get through it, and just to utilize everything that you have. And thank God for technology. Like I can pick up the phone and call you, and I know we're the same. Like you would just drop what you're doing to talk to me, and I would drop what I'm doing to talk to you. And I know some people wouldn't have that conveniently, you know, with work and things like that, but I feel like if you just utilize the social media platforms and, you know, just stay connected. You do that already. We live separately. We weren't roommates before.
Right.
So we can make it work. So you will make it work. It's not as hard as you think, and it gets easier with time.
Brittany, with the wisdom. You are so right about everything. And if I had to add anything, it would be something that you and I talk about all the time. When we have something to look forward to,
Yes.
that just seals the deal. So like Brittany and I, when we know we're going to see each other, we make plans. We say we're going to do this together. Or, oh my gosh, I'm going to see you in October. We know we're going to do this. Like having something to look forward to, even if it's like a FaceTime at the end of the week, you know, like sometimes even in a day, like I'll text you, be like, hey, can you talk tonight? Oh my God, can't wait to catch up. Knowing I'm going to talk to you tonight, I'm looking forward to that. That's, I feel like, what also kind of helps, you know, at least that's helped us, you know.
It definitely does. Like a set time and schedule. And when we both know, like if I'm coming home or you're coming here, it's like when we have that on the schedule and on the calendar, it's like it really makes us excited to see each other, and it makes it a little bit easier. So I feel like for us, we know personally that it takes fall season to come. Like honestly, anytime after August, when your birthday hits, like we see each other like so much between August and January. It's crazy because I try to make it home for the fall and then birthday and sister's birthday. And so it's nice that I feel like half of the year we're always together and the other half we're just grinding with work. So
and that's the routine that we fell into. And that's what works for us. So like finding your routine with your best friend and sticking with it, and like you said, live your life, roll with the punches, and like they'll make it out, you know, because
absolutely
we did.
It's always us. There's no place like us. That Cheetah Girl song, there's no place like us. That's it.
So true. Oh my God, I was so happy that you and I got to do this, because like also we get to be together.
I'm so excited.
But
yes.
Brittany is, okay, now I'm not just saying this because she's my best friend. Brittany is literally the best person on earth that I know, and she's so successful, and she's so driven, and such a woman of faith. Brittany's got so much going on and so much coming. I'm going to link Brittany's Instagram handle in the description box so that you guys can follow her. And Brittany, what do you have coming up that anyone that is watching can expect from you?
Well, my blog is relaunching this month, and that is www.blissfullybritneymarie.com. And I'm also opening my e-commerce store, The Blushing Collection, and that's theblushingcollection.com, that launches Black Friday. So I'm so excited to be launching both of these things. I know my blog has been highly requested. I've taken a lot of time off just to adjust to the new LA life, but you can find me on social media always. You can send me a DM. And yes, my store is coming, so I'm so excited for that to open and bring all of the girls' gorgeous blushing pieces.
And I've seen some of the previews, you guys. I can't wait to buy everything. But Brittany has such an eye for all things beautiful and elegant and just great pieces. Her store is going to be immaculate. I'm so excited. But bestie, we're probably going to talk in like 5 minutes.
Probably.
You guys, thank you so much for watching mine and Brittany's episode on 5 things you didn't know about a long distance friendship. Be sure to check out Brittany's links in the description box. Like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!